Hello everyone. In this lecture we can see the models of the SDLC, evolutionary model, concurrent model and the prototype model. See one by one. First is the evolutionary model. Evolutionary model is a combination of iterative and incremental model of a software development life cycle, and the delivering your system in a big bang release and delivering it in incremental process over time is the action done in this model. And the some initial requirements and architecture envisioning needs to be done. Evolutionary model is the combination of iterative and the incremental model. Some initial requirement and the architecture envisioning need to be done, and it is better for software products that have their feature sets redefined during development because of the user feedback and other factor. And the evolutionary development model divides the development cycle into smaller incremental waterfall model in which users are able to get access to the product at the end of each cycle. This is the diagram of the evolutionary model. Evolutionary model, we can see software concept, preliminary requirement analysis, design of architecture and system core, develop a version, deliver final version, deliver the version, elicit customer feedback and incorporate customer feedback. First evolutionary model, we can see the software concept. After that concept clear, then the preliminary requirement analysis phase is done. Analyze the requirement data for software development, and this phase after that design of architecture and system core. After designing the system, we can develop a version or the deliver final version, incorporate customer feedback, elicit customer feedback and deliver the version. It is a better software product that have their feature, and the feedback is provided by the user on the product for the planning stage of the next cycle, and the development team respond often by changing the product plan or process. Therefore the software product evolves with the time, and all the model have the disadvantages that the duration of time from start of the project to the delivery time of the solution very high. Evolutionary model solves this problem in a different approaches, and the evolutionary model suggests breaking down of a work into smaller chunks, prioritizing them and the delivering those chunks to the customer one by one. And the number of chunks is a huge, and is the number of deliveries made to the customer. The main advantages is that the customer confidence increases as the constantly get quantifiable goods or the services from the beginning of the project to verify and validate his requirements. And the model allows for changing requirement as well as work in a broken down into maintainable work chunks. Now see applications of evolutionary model. It is used in a large project where you can easily find modules for incremental implementation. Means evolutionary model is used in the large project, and the evolutionary model is commonly used when the customer want to start using the core features instead of waiting for the full software. And another advantages of evolutionary model is the also used in a object oriented software development, and because the system can be easily portioned into units in a term of object. These are the advantages of evaluationary model. Now these are the applications of the evaluationary model. Now we can see the advantages and disadvantages of the evaluationary model. First, in an evaluationary model, a user get a chance to experiment partially developed system. Means in the evaluationary model, any user can get chance for the experiment of the developed system, and it reduces the error because the core modules get tested thoroughly. These are the advantages of the evaluationary model. And the disadvantages of evaluationary model, the sometimes it is hard to divide the problem into several versions, and that would be acceptable to the customer, which can be incrementally implemented and delivered. Means the developed product in a incrementally implemented and deliver, and it is hard for the divide problem from the several versions. Now next model is the prototyping model. Prototype is the defined as the first or preliminary form using which other forms are copied or the derived. And the prototype model is a set of general objective for software. Means it is the set of general objective software. It does not identify the requirement like detailed input and the output. In this phase, I did not identify requirement, detail the input and the output. It is the software working model of limited functionality. In the prototype model, functionality are limited, and in this model, working programs are quickly produced. Working program can be produced quickly. Now see the diagram of prototyping model. There are 5 phases included in prototyping model. First, communication, quick design, modeling quick design, and the construction of prototype. And last one is the deployment, delivery, and the feedback. Now see one by one phases of the prototyping model. First phase, communication. In this phase, developer and customer meet and discuss the overall objects or objectives of the software. Means in the communication phase, developer and customer communicate to each other and discuss about the overall objective of the software. After that process after that this phase, developer can design the product. In a quick design phase, quick design is implemented when the requirements are known. Now quick design is implemented when requirements are known. In a communication phase, we can access or retrieve objective from user or the customer. Then we can design the software. It includes only the important aspects like input and output format of the software, and it focuses on those aspects which are visible to the user rather than the detailed plan, and it helps to construct a prototype. After designing, next phase is the modeling quick design. In this phase gives the clear idea about the development of software because the software is now built. Means in this phase, developer is also known as what he can done or what he can do or how to develop the project or develop the software product. It allows the developer to better understand the exact requirement. In this phase, developer is also known the what is the actual requirement of the customer, and he can develop the software. And next phase is the construction of prototype. In this phase, the prototype is evaluated by the customer itself. And the last phase in the prototype model is the deployment, delivery and feedback. If the user is not satisfied with the current prototype, then it refines according to the requirement of the user, and the process of refining the prototype is repeated until all the requirements of user are met. In the deployment phase, actually you can get the software to the customer or deliver software to the customer. If customer is not satisfied, then prototype is refined or changes in the software. When the user are satisfied with the developed prototype, then the system is developed on the basis of the final prototype and actually run the software. Then customer will be get feedback positive. These are the phases of the prototype model. Now next, advantages of prototyping model. Prototype model need not know the detailed input output processes, adaptability of operating system and full machine interaction. Means in the prototyping model we not need to know detailed input output or the processes and the fully interaction of the machine. In the development process of this model, users are actively involved, and the development process is the best platform to understand the system by the user, and errors are detected much earlier, and they give quick user feedback for the better solution, and it identifies the missing functionality easily we can identify, and it also identifies the confusing or difficult functions. These are the advantages of the prototyping model. Next, disadvantages of prototyping model. The client involvement is more and it not always considered by the developer. Means in the prototyping model, user actively involved in the model or the more involvement of the client in this model. It is slow process because it taken more time for development, and many changes can disturb the rhythm of the development team. Because of the user is not satisfied the current prototype, then the refine according the requirement of the user, then the many changes can disturb the rhythm. It is a thrown away prototype when the user are confused with it. These are the disadvantages of prototyping model. Next model is the concurrent model. Concurrent development model. The concurrent development model is also called as a concurrent model, and the communication activity has completed in the first iteration and exists in the awaiting changing state, and the modeling activity completed its initial communication and then go to the under development state. If the customer specify the change in the requirement, then the modeling activity move from the under development state into a awaiting change state. First, the communication activity has completed, then the first iteration is the completed and the exit and the awaiting changes state. How the awaiting changes state is start? The Modeling activity completed. If the customer specify the change in the requirement, then the modeling activity move from the under development state into the awaiting change state, and the concurrent process model activities moving from one state to another state. Means the concurrent model is run from state by state, means one state move to the another state. Now we can see the diagram of concurrent model modeling activity. First, the under deployment or the under development, under review, under revision, awaiting changes, baseline, and done. In above figure, each block represents the state of the software engineering activity. Means the state of engineering activity. Each phase is shown as the activity: under development activity, under review activity, under revision, baseline, done, and awaiting changes. Under development, go to the phase of awaiting changes done the under revision, and the baseline is done, then go to the awaiting changes. Now the advantages of concurrent development model. This model is applicable to all type of software development processes, and it is easy for understanding and the use, and it gives immediate feedback from testing. Means in this model we can immediate feedback of the testing of software. It provides an accurate picture of current state of the project. Now disadvantages of concurrent development model is it is need better communication between the team members. This may not be achieved all the time. It requires to member at the states of the different activities. Means it need better communication between the team members is the disadvantages of concurrent model, and this may not be achieved all the time, and it required to remember the status of the different activities. This is the disadvantages of concurrent model. In this lecture we can see the